May 1985, Moscow. A tall, lean man in his late 40s paces nervously in his apartment. His name is Oleg Gordievsky, colonel in the KGB. On paper, he is one of the Soviet Union's most trusted intelligence officers. In reality, for over a decade, he has secretly been working for Britain's MI6, and now the KGB is closing in. Oleg Gordievsky was born in Moscow in 1938, the son of a loyal KGB officer. From childhood, the Soviet system shaped him. Discipline, secrecy, obedience. He joined the KGB in the early 1960s and quickly rose as one of its brightest young officers. But doubts haunted him. Posted in East Berlin during the construction of the Berlin Wall, he saw Soviet tanks roll in, crushing hopes of freedom. Later in 1968, the brutal invasion of Czechoslovakia shattered what loyalty remained. While his colleagues cheered Moscow's power, Gordievsky felt only shame. 1974, Copenhagen. The KGB assigns him to Denmark. Officially, he is a cultural attaché. Secretly, he begins passing information to MI6. It is an extraordinary betrayal. A serving KGB officer feeding Britain the Kremlin's deepest secrets. Over the next 10 years, MI6 handlers meet him in safe houses, quiet parks, even while jogging. He provides documents, code names, strategies, analysis of Soviet paranoia. He reveals KGB recruitment tactics, disinformation campaigns, and Moscow's greatest fear, that NATO is preparing a surprise nuclear strike. This was Operation Ryan, and Gordievsky's reports showed just how dangerously close the Soviets were to believing it. The world stood on the edge of nuclear war without the public ever knowing. His intelligence helped Western leaders, including Margaret Thatcher, to de-escalate rather than provoke. By 1982, his career soars. Gordievsky is sent to London as the KGB's resident, the chief of Soviet intelligence in Britain. To Moscow, he is their master spy. To MI6, he is their crown jewel. Through him, Britain gains direct insight into Soviet strategy, espionage networks, even the thinking inside the Kremlin. He meets Thatcher privately, briefing her on Moscow's mindset. When Mikhail Gorbachev rises as a possible new Soviet leader, she asks Gordievsky's opinion. He tells her Gorbachev is pragmatic, reform-minded, the best chance for change. She listens, and history shifts course. But betrayal has consequences. In May 1985, Gordievsky is abruptly recalled to Moscow. Alarm bells ring in his mind. He knows what this means. Suspicion, interrogation, execution. The KGB interrogates him for days. Endless questioning, subtle traps, psychological pressure. He denies everything, clinging to his cover. But unknown to him, CIA traitor Aldrich Ames has already exposed his name to Moscow. Time is running out. MI6 launches a desperate rescue. Codename, Operation Pimlico, a high-risk plan to extract Gordievsky from the Soviet Union. The plan is simple in theory, suicidal in practice. He must escape Moscow, cross Soviet territory, and slip into Finland, hidden in the car of British diplomats, all while the KGB hunts him. July 1985, Moscow. On a morning jog, Gordievsky gives his signal to MI6. Hours later, he vanishes from his apartment and boards a train north. British diplomats are waiting with cars. They drive for hours across Soviet highways, switching vehicles, evading tails. At the Finnish border, the plan reaches its breaking point. Gordievsky is folded into a secret compartment in the trunk of a car. Soviet guards approach, rifles slung, eyes suspicious. They demand the car pull aside. Hearts stop. Then, suddenly, one guard waves them through. The car rolls forward. Within minutes, Gordievsky is in Finland, free. He has escaped the most feared intelligence service in the world. Back in London, Gordievsky becomes a legend. Thatcher meets him personally, calling him the greatest spy of the Cold War. His intelligence reshaped Western strategy, calmed nuclear tensions, and gave MI6 a priceless window into the Kremlin. For Moscow, he is the ultimate traitor. In absentia, the KGB sentences him to death. Even years later, Russian officials never forgave him. He lived under constant British protection, always looking over his shoulder, knowing assassination could come at any time. Oleg Gordievsky's story is one of the Cold War's greatest thrillers. A man born into the KGB, who rose to its highest ranks, then risked everything to betray it. His information helped prevent nuclear war, guided world leaders, and changed the course of history. For more shocking true stories of spies, betrayal, and secrets that shaped our world, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel.